Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. We are on day 3 of the Suicune research event, and we're going to start off with a recovery instance for our reward stamp card and hopefully find us something very nice in this sleep research. That's very nice. 24,645 sneaky snacking. Very, very good. All right, we're also going to get 100 sleep points for getting a full night's rest. That's going to put us at 379 total. It seems so low compared to what we once had before. So low. But for our daily lottery, we're going to grab a small dream cluster, not too bad. And then we can jump into this sleep report and hopefully find us something very interesting. We do know one thing that we're going to get. I mentioned it in the video yesterday that I was going to do this. So there is an instance for a Pokemon. We know what's going to show up. Also, we made it pretty high. I got 2 extra tasties. I ended up getting an extra tasty dinner as well last night. So another 115,000 strength from that. And then we got just about 10 hours of sleep. I slept entirely too long. It looks pretty balanced. So yeah, that's balanced. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump in and let's see what we got. Hopefully something interesting besides the incense that we used. I would like to see some really nice stuff. We do still need the Totodile. We need a Snover. We need all kinds of stuff. 64.4 million. But the more water types that show up, the better. That's really what I'm hoping for overall, is just as many water types as possible. This is not a good start. Not a single water type on screen. All right, well, let's go ahead and see. We know we've got Charmeleon, Bellsprout, Rattata. Ooh, Banette. I haven't seen a Banette in a long time. Okay, so we've got Charmeleon, Bellsprout, Psyduck, another Bellsprout, a Mankey, a Quaxly, a Rattata, a Banette. So there's 2 new sleep styles, one of which we know what it is. Let's not touch anything. Don't crash, game. Don't crash. Okay, I think we're good. Ooh, big boy. Okay. I do believe this is a first. Intimidating sleep, 2-star sleep at that. Very good. Very nice there. Intimidating sleep.
Feraligatr 2 is known to sleep by resting one brain hemisphere at a time. Be warned, it always keeps a vigilant eye on its surroundings and will rush at enemies as soon as it senses their presence.
Better watch out for Feraligatr. Okay, and I know what the other one is. We all know what the other one is. We can see it in the top right corner. There we go. The gorgeous, majestic, energy-storing sleep of Suicune. Unfortunately, not shiny, but it is what it is.
This Pokemon embodies the compassion of a pure spring of water. It's said that Suicune can only sleep deeply in places where the water is clean. When it wakes, it races once more around the world with the north wind to purify fouled water.
Very majestic indeed. Could you imagine just getting up in the morning and running around the world? Man, that's my daily exercise. Run around the world. Okay, who's hungry? Charmeleon's hungry. Meh. Really, only the one? Wow. Okay, bad luck then. Only the one Charmeleon. You know what? Let's get the one thing out of the way that we know we're doing. We already know what's happening here. Master Biscuit, get this first Suicune out of the way. Be done with it. Then we don't ever have to worry about that one. Boom, beautiful hearts. You're coming home with me, buddy. And we get to see what the first Suicune is and what its stats are going to be like. Okay. Anything else here that I am concerned with? I need to find something to at least use the bonus biscuit on. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. We already have a very good Bellsprout. We have a couple of good Mankeys. I could use a better Mankey. We have a pretty decent Raticate already. Quaxly, we have a few really good ones. Although I suppose I could use a better one. The AAA one I have is just pretty decent, but it's not the best. We could use a better AAA Quaxly, so I'm gonna give it the bonus biscuit. Do I want to feed it more? You know what? Why not? Wasn't sure if I was gonna continue feeding this, but why not? Might as well. It's the Suicune research event. And we'll take that one home. Watch, I'm gonna get a critical capture right here. Nope, good. Maybe my luck is turning around. Okay, I think that's where we're gonna leave it for now. Not really much reason to do anything else. Not really much reason to feed anything else at all. We'll just go ahead and take home the 2 that we got. Of course, we're gonna send out the Suicune candy. We would be silly to not do so. This is a brand new Pokemon. We got 92 Suicune mains from this research. Very good. Very good return on our investment. 5,590 research XP. We finally might level up by the end of this week, but 15,959 dream shards. All right. Well, big moment of truth. We get to see what the Suicune's stats are. Level 25, docile, of course. I'm pretty sure it's always a neutral nature on all 3 of the first legendaries, but it is level 25, which is good. That means we start off very strong. Oh, apples, oil, and apples with corn. Oh, okay. I mean, it's not an ingredient specialist, so we're not really too concerned with the ingredient spread, but trying to think what this could really be used for. Apples, oil, and apples with corn. Huh. I feel like there's got to be some dessert out there somewhere that this could be helpful for, but personally, since they're not ingredient specialists, I do prefer the more mixed ingredient spreads, because everything they bring in is just a nice little bonus. You don't really use it as part of your plan typically. So I like having a spread so you can just get a little bit of everything and then maybe stock up in the background when you're not focused on it. But ultimately it doesn't matter. Of course, we got the helper boost for the main skill. We've got sleep XP bonus. It's not bad. Skill level up S to start off with, also not bad. Inventory up L, I mean, it's nice, but I wish that it was skill trigger. Helping speed S. Why is skill trigger all the way at the end? That's like the worst. That's the biggest slap in the face. Honestly, these skills wouldn't be bad if they were in a different order. To be honest with you, if we had skill trigger and sleep XP bonus flipped, that would probably be fine. I think that'd be a really solid Suicune if we just flipped those 2. Ideally, since it doesn't evolve, you would have skill level up S and M. 42 minutes is already pretty fast. I don't know that helping speed is really going to do much, but saving on the main skill seeds is probably worth the slightly slower. I don't know. I like it though. It's not bad. Let's see how it actually calculates out. That's the big question. It's looking like it's about the same as before. About the same as Entei, if I remember correctly. I think Entei, that was a long time ago, but I believe when we calculated the first Entei, it was around that 40 to 50 PR. And I don't remember the first Raikou, what it came out to be. If anybody still has a Raikou and wants to run a calculation and drop that in the comments, just to see if it's around the same, but I'm pretty sure the first Entei was around 45, somewhere in that 40 to 50 range. So looks like this one's gonna do the same. The real question is, at level 25, which is where it's at now, 2.5 triggers per day is not bad. That's not bad at all. Looks like this one might actually be higher, which is even better. 2.5 isn't bad given what its skill is. We would like to see more. I mean, 4 would be nice. That would be very nice. But we're just gonna have to settle with 2.5. What can we even do? I mean, there's not much investment you could do in this. There's the sub-skill seed for the skill level up. There's the helping speed and skill trigger at level 100, but 75 and 100 is so far away. In reality, today, all you could do, even if you just had a ton of handy candies left over and you really wanted to invest in this one, the best you could do is get it to level 60 So you're still so far from level 75 that the best case scenario today with this Suicune, the first one that we all get, is basically 3 skill triggers a day, all the way at level 60. Now granted, if you use that sub-skill seed, gets it to level 3, so you're looking at still the same as level 2, still times 3. Yes, that's correct, because the bonuses are what get raised when you level it up. I think it may be a mix of both, but from 2 to 3, it's just the bonuses that are affected. So potentially up to times 8, the usual help on all of your Pokemon. So it's not bad. It's not a bad idea for a sub-skill seed. 3 a day though, on a PR 50, exactly 50. Wow. It's not bad. I don't know. I find myself really on the fence about these first legendaries that we all catch. They're okay, they're not great, they do take some investment to get good, and I get it, they don't want to give us a perfect one because then why hunt them? That's fine. I'm not saying we should get a perfect one. I just wish that they were a little bit better. A little bit. Maybe I'm saying that just as a free player, so to me it would feel better, but it also wouldn't give me anything to hunt either, I guess. So let's go ahead and save that one, and let's assume that we max out everything. It's not going to change it much, I don't think. I think the only change is really going to be at 75 and 100. So it's still going to be, yeah, that's where the only change will happen, is level 75 to 100. Which all we're waiting on right now is level 75, which again, probably like a year and a half away. We're a long ways away from 75. Let's go ahead and check out something real fast. Let's go ahead and pull up Suicune on the Pokédex, and we'll see. Where are you? You are right there. Let's see. So at level 60, we're looking at pretty good combinations of ingredients, which again, not really the biggest factor. I just don't know which combo I would want to do. I don't think there's much synergy between these 3. Let's see, let's go ahead and take that off. Let's go with apples. We're looking for corn. Oh well, maybe there's more than I thought. Corn scones, calm mind fruit salad. Again, not an ingredient specialist, so not necessarily the biggest thing. You would just put it on the team and it's like, hey, this will bring in a little bit extra, so it's got give me some what's the word? Give me some leeway, so that if maybe your apple farmer or something isn't performing exactly what you need, you got a little bit of extra to help balance it out. So it does help more than I thought it would. I'm not seeing any apple oil. At least not yet. Maybe, oh, there we go. Dazzling apple cheese salad. That's not bad. But again, not an ingredient specialist, so not the biggest thing. The main thing I really wanted to look at is the ingredient rate is actually kind of high for a skill specialist. That's interesting. And the skill trigger rate 2.6, that's a little bit higher than I expected it would be, but that's pretty good. Not bad. It does translate to a few per day. Let's see, a level 75, if you were to fully invest in this, you're only looking at 3.4. Only a 0.4 increase in the number of triggers per day over not investing in it at level 75. That helping speed actually not helping too much. Well, that's not good. What about skill trigger? How are we looking? 4.3 per day versus 6. That may be worth it. It might be worth investing in. I don't know. That's up to you to decide. But this is at level 100, so we're talking probably a few years away at this point. So I don't know. I definitely think I'd rather have one that triggers, 4.3 times per day. I think I'd rather have that sooner rather than later. But overall, it's not bad. Yeah, I think that's really all I can say about it. This calculation's taking a little bit longer than I had hoped. I wanted to just show everybody what the first Suicune that you catch is going to look like if you do fully invest in it. So far, it's not making much of a difference in the average PR. I mean, level 100, it does jump all the way to 90, but like I said, we're a few years away from that. And at this point, I think we can pretty safely say the PR is probably going to stay around PR 54, 55. It can't really go up much more than 91. Best is 100, so probably not making much of a difference there. Either way, we caught it. Now we can hunt better ones, and we know what it looks like. So let's go ahead and switch on over. We can start looking at this Quaxley while this calculation finishes up. It is almost done. Level 14 in lax. Well, I can tell you right now, this one, not what we're looking for. Yep. So we've got inventory up S at level 10, helping speed M, inventory up L, skill trigger S, and ingredient finder M with an ABA ingredient spread, which is not at all what we want. We want ABB or AAA. And yep, so I can tell you right now, this one ain't happening. We're not even gonna calculate this one. This is not at all what we're looking for. We already have 3 really good Quaxley. Well, pretty good. Not the best they could be, but we have 3 good candidates, and this is not going to replace any of them. Not even a reason to go through this. This is just more Quaxley candy and some more mains. But that Suicune, the first Suicune, you fully invest in it, give it all of the mains or sub-skill seeds to max those out. Best case scenario is PR 54. It was PR 50 before. So that's why we go ahead and hunt others and get that first one out of the way with a master biscuit. Hopefully we can find one that's going to be a lot better. But all that out of the way, let's go ahead and move on. Finally, I feel like that calculation took forever. We've got another sneaky snacking of 1,135. We, of course, have no new news, but we do have a new medal. It's going to be water types. 300 water types studied for a medium handy candy. Well, that came in at a great time. It looks like I maxed out my water medal, too. And then we've got, how many? 44 community reports with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that doubled up. Very good. Anybody level up today? Oh, I forgot about the mains. Yeah, we got 20 mains with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why I'm counting. It's 10. It's 2 each, 10 of them for 20. I don't know why I counted. Anyway, we got 20 mains. Somebody said something about they nerfed the number of mains that you got, but wanted you to get more activations of mains from friends, and it doesn't seem like that's happening. And it doesn't seem to be the case. I feel like I was getting like 25 to 40 typically before. But I'm gonna go ahead and make breakfast real fast before we run out of time, because we're almost there. Don't want to miss this. We need it desperately. Maybe we'll get lucky and get another extra tasty. That would be fantastic. Nope, no extra tasty today. That's all right. We've been doing pretty good. 59,467 for this juicy breakfast of these delicious macarons. All right. That should put us, that may not even rank us up, to be honest. I don't remember where we are on the bar. About half, that might. Nope, just shy, but we definitely will once we collect all these berries and goodies. All right, we've got eggs. We've got a double trigger. Yes, a double trigger, very nice. Good way to start the day. Some extra corn and apples. There we go. There's a skill trigger from that guy. Level 6. 21 ingredients. Very nice. All right. Oh, we missed a leak. Or not. Something happened. Another skill trigger. Very good. Level 3. Not as much, but that's okay. Every little bit adds up. It's all gonna go in the pot. And I don't know if I got everything because he's behind a rock, but hopefully we did. Okay, now we can do lunch. Told you I was about to run out of time. Ooh, mission complete. 388 of Snorlax's favorite berries. Be a little more selective with this one. You know what? Let's do all of the leeks and 2 potatoes. You get a couple extra carbs in there with some leafy greens. All right. Extra tasty? Nope, still not. Still gonna be another 60,000 though. 59,796 to be exact. Does put the flower gift macarons at the next level. So we are in a very good spot. Click the button. Click, there we go. All right. So now we're definitely at the next rank, which is Master 12. How far along Master 12 does that put us? About a third. We are just cruising through these ranks today, or this week, I mean. All right, so I definitely think we're gonna break our record here on green grass at Master 17 with, oh, well, maybe not, I don't know, that's another million away. Another million, we're already on Wednesday. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I know I said in yesterday's video title that maybe this was Master 20, but I foolishly miscalculated how much of a difference there is between where we are and where we would need to go. I was very hopeful and optimistic, and then somebody very, very rightly pointed out that really Master 17 is kind of the halfway point in terms of strength. So we've only effectively made it halfway to Master 20 before. We still got a long way to go. So maybe Master 20 is off the table, and that's okay. We're just going to get as far as we can. That's the plan. We're going to try. We're going to give it the old college try. We are going to collect a mission for feeding all those berries, get 3 small handy candies. We do still have a ways to go before we collect a couple of these, but we will get some more mains tomorrow. For now, we have 206 Suicune mains, so... yeah, we don't have enough to do much of anything right now. Even if I were to buy and use the incense, we wouldn't have the biscuits to catch anything unless it showed up hungry. So probably not going to do an incense tonight. That just wouldn't make any sense. I mean, I could buy 2 biscuits, but that would only give me 3 in total. So it would have to be hungry for me to even be able to catch it, or we'd have to get very lucky. So probably not going to do that. Probably not. For now, let's see how our pantry's looking. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. But let's see. We've already made breakfast and lunch today, so we only need to worry about dinner. Keeping Abomasnow on the team because I'm concerned about eggs. Milk, haven't been concerned about at all. Cocoa, we are still... I mean, we're steadily gaining a little bit of cocoa each day. Last night, right before dinner, I had like 33. So if we have 49 now, we're actually in a really good spot. Honey, we have enough for about 7, give or take. We have a ton of tails. We could throw some of those tails in there for one of these and maybe save that for Sunday for our final push. But yeah, our pantry's looking pretty good, but not in a place where I feel comfortable swapping anybody out just yet. Honey would be the only one we could swap out for, but my concern is that if I do that, it may upset the balance, as it were, and we would actually end up regretting doing that. So I'm going to leave the team as is. We're not going to swap in Suicune just yet. I would like to maybe... Actually, you know what? Let's check something out real fast. It's probably not going to work out the way I think it might, but just to be thorough, let's check our Croconaw versus our Suicune. Let's see how well they perform against each other, which is kind of unfortunate. I'd like to keep the Croconaw on the team for an extra water type, but expand all. Yeah, this guy is not, let's just say, always full because I haven't been collecting from him. So even this seems a bit shy. Well, you know, it would help if I do that. That would help. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess 4,000 a day is not a huge difference. But then again, that's assuming that I throw these apples in there, which I don't see why I wouldn't. But we would only have one other water type on the team. 4,000 a day. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 20,000 we'd lose by the end of the week, but we'd get to use our Suicune, and maybe with enough triggers, maybe we'd get to a point where we could take some of the other ingredient specialists off the team. If I could get enough ingredients stocked up to last throughout the week, then we could take some of them out, put like Quaxwell on the team, get some charge strength M going. That could be good. You know what? Yeah, 20,000 points by the end of the week to swap in a Pokemon that's a little more exciting. Why not? Let's go ahead and collect what's in that guy's inventory before we swap him out. And get a couple extra sausages and berries. Might as well. No point in wasting them. 164 per berry, and we got 12 of them. Make up a little bit of that difference. Make up a little bit of that 20,000 difference. Yeah, let's go ahead and swap in Suicune, and we'll let that run for now. You're a little further down. There you are, buddy. Select. Might as well use it. And then once I get enough honey to last throughout the rest of the week, I can swap out Venusaur for Quaxwell and get a little bit better of a bonus on that main skill from Suicune. But the team is looking pretty good. We have no more missions to complete. I'm pretty sure that is just a notification about the Pokédex. It is. And we're looking pretty at Master 12, about halfway through it. So yeah, we're going to end the week very strong. But that's going to be the video for today. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy them. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Flightmaster, Illusion, JP, Waite, and Husky Star. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join button right next to the subscribe button. Get early access to the videos and a bunch of other cool perks. And while you're at it, go ahead and click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come and talk about Pokemon Sleep with us and then other video games. Other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.